So earlier we saw exercise 3.13 first sum second part. Now we are going to see the next sum, the third part, 1-3, and this is also similar to the previous sum, but let's keep doing some more sums in finding the square root by division method so that you're familiar. Chariya? So how to find the square root? So the first step, you have to take the first term here and to try to find the square root of that. So square root of 9x power 4 is straightforward. It is 3x squared. So you're going to write this 3x squared here and this 3x squared here and multiply these two terms. Right? So you get 9x power 4. Now, this I subtract panana எனக்கு இது 0 ஆயிடும். Right? So I bring down the next two terms. Minus 6x cube plus 7x squared. Right? So before we further continue, the next step is whatever you have in the quotient, right, you multiply that by 2. So if a quotient level 3x squared da irukku, so I'm going to multiply that by 2. So I get 6x squared. Right? The 6x squared kadacha odane you try now to divide this term, the first term here, okay, not the whole thing, just the first term with whatever you have here. So here it's going to be minus 6x cube by 6x squared. So the cancel item. So you get the answer as x cube divided by x squared is going to be x, right? And or minus sign irukku. So we'll write it as minus x. Okay? And here also we'll say minus x. Now the next thing that you have to do and remember very clearly is you have இப்போ எனக்கு minus x கிடைச்சிருக்கு இல்லையா இங்க மேல. Now you multiply this minus x with this whole term here. Alright? So you get minus x into 6x squared is minus 6x cube and minus x into minus x is plus x squared. Got it? So இப்போ we will as always subtract it. So you get 6x squared over here and try to bring down the next two terms. Minus 2x plus 1. Now what will be the next thing that you will have to do? You will have to multiply. இங்க என்ன எழுதணுமோ அதை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு whatever you have in the quotient at that point in time, you multiply that by 2. Okay? So இப்போ 3x squared minus x எங்களுக்கு மேல இருக்கு. So that I'm going to multiply it by 2. So we are going to get it as 6x squared minus 2x. Okay? 6x squared minus 2x kadachapra enna pananum? You have to divide this term and this term here. Right? So 6x squared divided by 6x squared will be 1. So I'm going to say plus 1 here. மேலையும் plus 1 போட்டுடணும். Okay? Right? இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? You take this whole term over here and multiply it with this value that you got here by dividing. So when you multiply, you get 6x squared minus 2x plus 1. So in the rendu term you subtract பண்ணும்போது everything gets cancelled and you get 0. Right? Therefore, the square root of the given polynomial is this one here. 3x squared minus x plus 1. And of course within the mod sign because it will always be plus or minus. Right? You understand? So first step வந்து easy. இருக்கிற first term வந்து you will have to take the square root. அதுக்கப்புறம் to get to write the element over here, you always multiply whatever you have the quotient in that point in time by 2. So you'll get this element here. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த first term you bring down the next two terms. அதுக்கப்புறம் இதில் இருக்க first termயும் இங்கே இந்த சைடில் இருக்க first termயும் divide பண்ணுங்க. Then you multiply the whole thing that you have here with whatever value you got out of division. And repeat the same steps again. You will get your final answer. And இன்னொன்று என்ன ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும்னா whenever you bring down the elements, you always have to bring 2 at a time. Okay? That is another difference. In your normal division you keep bringing one by one, right? Here ரெண்டு term எடுத்துன்னு வரணும் கீழே. Okay வா? So that is the only difference. So let's see if we can do one more sum in this exercise so that you become more familiar. So probably I will do 3.13 la vandu I can do the I also find an out of book question similar to this 1.3. Let's try to do that. Okay, let's do that as the next one.